Joining me today is Jackson Terry, co-founder of WFP. We are here at the inaugural Tour One stop in Indianapolis. I gotta say, dude, it's been really cool. Like, I had high hopes and high expectations, and it's been like from the beginning. It's been really cool, man. So congratulations, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We have a huge team that's been amazing to work with. Not only just our internal team, but the volunteers, the people that have just come up and been willing to help. It's been super cool to see everyone and honestly just work together for the first time. It's been really awesome.
Yeah. So what was the initial idea, or where did the initial idea come from to co-found WFP?
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it a while. Will and I were really good friends 4 or 5 years before we started this, and yeah, just the idea was we want to create something cool, something for the athletes, for the community. I really love sports, and I think this is like just plays right into a cool factor in the sports realm, and just being able to be a part of the team that's leading that is really fun and really cool.
Where did the idea of like signing athletes to contracts to be part of WFP? Because I know in a lot of other leagues it's you earn money from your achievements,
Yeah.
right? But WFP is different, right? They have a point system. You've got athletes who are on contract, they're on salary, and then as the season goes on, they could essentially lose their tour. I mean, their pro card, which is like really fascinating.
Yeah.
Because it's like, wow, you could have a really popular athlete for a year, and then if they lose their card, maybe they're a challenger the following year. So how did that idea come to be?
Yeah, I mean, like I always watch football, baseball, basketball, like all those like normal sports that go on in the world, right? And all those players are they have contracts. You don't only get paid when you win games, right? You get paid to play. You get paid to go out and perform for all the fans, all the audience, and that's kind of where the contracts came into play. And then trying to take like some inspiration from other leagues, like I really like WSL. They're super cool sporting league that has a similar setup to what we do. And then like T100 and other tour sports, how they have pro cards, you can lose them. I mean, I know in the WSL they've had some awesome athletes and awesome surfers that have dropped off and have to come back up to the Challenger Series. And it's cool. It's cool to see how that happens and see the young kids come up all the way from the beginning. And
Yeah, no, that's really fascinating. Like when I first heard about it, I was like, that sounds very interesting, because you're right. Most major sports, they have their players on contract. Like imagine like the NBA having all these athletes and you only get paid if you win. Right. It's like, I got to pay my way to the games. I got to pay my uniforms, and then hopefully get sponsorships, and I only get paid if I win. Right. I mean, there's a cool aspect to that.
Yeah.
Right. But this sort of format is like, look, we're going to give you a salary. Yeah. We want you to perform. We hope you make it to next season. But if you don't, someone's going to take your spot. So it keeps the competition at the highest level at all times. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. And the contracts are all performance based, right? So like wherever you perform, it's that like you're gonna earn based off your performance and nothing else than that. So that's, I think, another cool aspect of the contracts is it's not just like who you are, it's what you do on the competition floor that matters. Right. And so you can earn your way. A challenger could be in the #1 spot next year. We never know. And that's really cool to see.
Yeah, and it's also really cool that in addition to the contracts, there's also the prize money at the individual event. So the challenger who might not have a contract, they can essentially win money at competitions by beating out some of the signed pros. Right. That's really fascinating.
Yeah, even if you don't have a contract, you still have the same opportunity to win the same amount of money as everyone else does. You can be a challenger and win first place in every event and make more money than someone on a contract.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. All right, so last one here. What does the next 2 to 3 years look like for WFP, and what is like the best outcome for success?
Yeah, I think the next 2 to 3 years would be adding an event or two, trying to expand our just global reach, get into more communities, bring these athletes into communities that really haven't maybe had the best 100 athletes in the world come compete in their areas. And I think what success would be defined as by doing that, trying to find a couple other communities to go into, putting on great events, having safety as the forefront of what we're doing, making sure the athletes are taken care of, the spectators are taken care of. If everyone's happy, then we're happy and we're good to go.
Last one here. Any potential new divisions for this season or next season?
I don't know about this season, but I know the adaptive division is one that we really would like to see grow into. I think we really want to look into expanding, teams, teenagers. I really am passionate about the teenagers because I just in the past I've coached teenagers before. That's kind of where I got started in fitness.
Okay.
And if we can find a way to create a division for them to really rise up through the ranks and kind of see the progression year to year and season to season, I think that would be really cool.
No, that is really cool, man. Well, Jackson, I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, dude.
This event's been awesome. Congratulations, and I look forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Cool.